Hello, I'm Elton. I'd like to share with you my property story. So growing up in a flat, we were all renting at that time. My mom did the best she could. We knew that we needed to rent, and that was the only thing that we knew. Everyone around us were renters. And nobody in my existence at the time could teach me a little bit about property, about assets, about creating wealth, about the journey in terms of investing in property and how property could give you the leverage that you need to become a millionaire. And what had happened was I was working in a call center, and all I could afford was a property in Forest Hill that I bought, my very first property. And it was a rotten property. In fact, my family called it the rotten property. And from there I could see that I could turn this property around. It was the worst property on the block. I could do all the renovations myself. I literally saw a diamond in the rough, and nobody else could see that around me. I think I was the only one that could see it. And at the time, I think I would never regret the purchase, because right now that specific purchase had added lots of value. It was the first million that I made in terms of investing in that specific property. So besides the plumbing, the electrician, as well as the plastering, I did everything on my own. I also had to learn along the way, by trial and error. I remember investing 40,000 Rand to build a cottage at the back because I wanted additional income, rental income. And as I gave the money to the guy, he had promised me the world, and then I knew that, a few days later, I tried to get hold of him, couldn't get hold of him. Problem number one. So you learn as you go through the journey of renovating. You learn as you go through the journey of making things better for yourself. But equally, I've realized that you actually need someone to hold your hand and someone to guide you. So I turned to books, I turned to getting a mentor, I turned to videos, I turned to things that would help me and enable me to move forward in terms of growing my portfolio with regards to assets and property in particular. So I'd like to share a little bit about my portfolio. I've invested in areas like Cape Town. I've also invested in areas like Maboneng, Blue Hills in Midrand, beautiful area. And my recent investment, is in Sandton. So based on my skill and my technique in terms of how I analyze, how I grade the properties, how I review the properties, how we obviously do renovations, and what is fit for purpose, working on a budget, how to articulate needs, what is your lifestyle, what is your requirement, how do we match what you want based on what you can afford from an affordability perspective, what does the power of negotiation actually look like in real life, and if you've got a limited budget, how can we stretch that budget to meet your needs and requirements. I think the most important thing for me is to work with you and create your asset portfolio, or not even just create your home, your desired home that you want. So you have an idea, you have a concept, but you don't know how to put it all together. I'm the person that can help you to put it all together in terms of getting a team that could support you, to guide you, and hold your hand through every single step of the way. And basically become a one-stop shop, because there's nothing worse than trying to invest in a property, but you've got 10,000 people that you need to call, and you just don't know where to start, and you need a hand up. Contact me and become part of my family, and I'll be the one to guide you through your journey to make sure that you can either invest in your home to the best of your ability, or alternatively invest in your property where you're happy and you're comfortable by the decisions that you made. Remember, things are changing constantly in our world, and most of us are working from home now, which means that we want to change our property journey from including our lifestyle. So we want to add fitness in our home. We want a place where we can meditate and pray, and also we want a place where we could entertain as well. But we've got to split the property up, right? So whether it's a brand new apartment that you've got and you want to add in kitchen cupboards, whatever the case may be, please contact me and I'll be the one to guide you in every step of the way. All right, thank you so much for listening to my story, and I hope I meet you soon, and I wish you all the best. Come and join me on my journey.